what's up YouTube? It's your girl Mamba, and I am back for my first graphic novel review. I have been telling you guys that this is something I've been interested in doing, and you guys were all freaking for it on my social media, on my TikTok, on my Instagram. By the way, if you guys want to follow me on any of that, I'll link it down below. All right, so let's just jump right into this. I am going to be reviewing the Batman's Killing Joke deluxe edition. So I'm going to be reviewing this book today. So if you guys want to know how I felt about this graphic novel, stay tuned. Okay, before I dig any further into this, I already know that I'm going to get questions about this, so I might as well tell you. This is my Batman shirt. It says, Robin is red, Nightwing is blue, rhyming is hard, I'm Batman. Do I need to say more? Okay, so The Killing Joke. Now, I have to say what I really took away from this particular story, this is my first official graphic novel, is that it really sinks in how dark Gotham and Batman and Joker and their whole toxic freaking relationship is, and why I was more of a DC fan when I grew up versus Marvel. Marvel was just a little bit more on the lighter side, and DC was not afraid to be very gritty and dark. Joker, to me, well, I think really none of us can argue the fact that Joker is the most iconic villain of all time, regardless of whatever franchise you like. But Joker in particular is super, super dark. And this story, which is a standalone story from what I understand, this wasn't part of any other series that they had. This story is a good little snippet of how he operates. And I feel like the DC movies has not translated just how dark he is, or what Batman's really facing half of the time, because they've been kind of PGing it most of the time. I think now they're starting to venture a little bit more into the darker side, but yeah, this definitely sinks it in. So for those of you, I don't think I need to say this, spoiler alert, but this has been out a long time, so if you're here, that was on you. So Joker basically escapes Arkham Asylum for like the millionth time, and he kidnaps Commissioner Gordon. And not only does he kidnap Commissioner Gordon, he actually shoots Barbara Gordon, his daughter, and while she's bleeding out on the floor, he decides to strip her naked and take photos of her to then torment Commissioner Gordon in his freaking freak show of a carnival that he bought earlier in the comic. It's tough. So his whole idea was to break Commissioner Gordon to basically have a mental breakdown and go mad. And that didn't work. But regardless, it kind of led into that amazing speech he has with Batman while Batman's trying to hunt him through like the fun house and the House of Mirrors. And that amazing speech that he has where he's basically comparing that everyone is just a bad day away from becoming Joker themselves. Everyone has that darkness in them. They just haven't had that day yet that cracked them. And that's really what the movie Joker with Joaquin Phoenix really sold. It's the mental state. It's not taking care of that. Anyone can just snap in a second, and anyone's prone to that. And I think that's really, it's so interesting to think about that concept. And this story really sinks that in even more. So even though this was a very short story, I was expecting this to be a lot longer. This was a very short story. It did make a impact in the sense of just how Joker works and his relationship with Batman and their very weird thing going on, because you could feel how Bruce wants to just do the right thing, but he's still fighting his inner demon to actually just take him out. So this is what's so great about the DC comic universe. Anyway, so this was a really good book. It was solid. I won't say I'm absolutely in love with this, but I am very disappointed to hear that the animation that was adapted from this was disappointing to everybody as well. I have not seen it yet. That is on my list because you best believe that I'm going to review it after reading this comic, because I need to know where the fucking failure was, because we're going to call it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I am actually currently reading The Batman Who Laughs, which is definitely a much thicker graphic novel, and I am about 3 or 4 pages in, and I'm instantly falling in love with it. It's not the same as this one. I'm not saying it's better yet. I'm just saying from the get, it captivated me because it feels like the beginning of an actual Batman film. And you'll get what I mean when I do my review on that. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys read this, tell me what was your favorite thing about this. If you've seen the animation, what was the disappointment in it? And make sure that you hit that subscribe button and you hit that like, because a literal review of the animation is going to be coming out soon. And I want you guys not to miss it, because I want to discuss this, guys. This is so new for me and I'm really excited. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace and chicken grease.